I'm just going to start off this video saying I feel stupid with this microphone, but it's supposed to be clipped onto me. But hey ho, apparently it's fashion. Hi guys, I am here in Liverpool city centre and I'm going to be exploring the best dessert places to eat. Obviously there's a lot of restaurants that have amazing desserts, but I want to try and find somewhere that you can just grab a dessert and go, or you can sit in and it's just exclusive to desserts or bakes kind of vibe. So that's what we're going to do. So come with me to try and find the best dessert places in Liverpool city centre. We've just been to 3 different places, so we're going to try them now. But the first is a place that we've been to a few times and I couldn't rave about it enough, and that is Dumbo here in the Met Quarter in the GPO food market. It's amazing. She's constantly doing different cookies, all of these giant New York style gooey cookies, and they're insane. So I have got her white chocolate cookie here with sort of donut frosting on the top. It looks insane, so let's give it a go. And what I love about this place is that she heats it up in the microwave so you can have it extra gooey and extra warm, the way that gooey cookies should be. So let's try it. Okay, so just a disclaimer, this has been sitting here for about 5 minutes because I've been faffing around, going to the toilet, washing my hands, etc. So it would have been a little bit gooier 5 minutes ago, but it still looks pretty good. So let's give this a whirl. I've actually not had just one of their classic cookies before. It's so amazing, like I can't even describe. Like a gooey cookie is my perfect dessert, and the frosting on the top makes it even more sweet. For this video, I thought that it would be interesting to rate things to do with the taste, the texture, the overall appearance of the food, and just the overall vibe of the place. So for this, taste, literally 10 out of 10. Texture, again, 10 out of 10. I'm not even exaggerating. Appearance, it always looks good, and we were just talking about the Halloween ones. I'll insert a clip here of I think we tried the Christmas ones. Always looks insane. So again, another 10 out of 10 for appearance, and overall vibe is a 10 because she's absolutely lovely, the girl that runs Dumbo. So yeah, amazing place. It's probably going to be number 1, but we'll see. Just around the corner from Dumbo is our second dessert place. It's called Wake and Kate, located on Tarleton Street, and it's a nice, spacious, modern cafe selling a range of pastries, brunch, lunch items, coffees and smoothies, but most importantly are their desserts. As you can see, they have an incredible range of celebration cakes that you can buy as a whole cake to take away. We arrived later on in the day, so they had nearly sold out of their individual desserts, which obviously shows that they must be good. But they also sell a whole variety of sweet treats, which according to their website, they have over 25 varieties of rich French and Italian inspired gâteau, syrupy Greek tray bakes, homemade biscuits, and melt in your mouth macarons. So the second place is Wake and Kate. I asked the lady at the counter which one she would recommend. Obviously we're nearly sold out. Basically, I'm not sure what they're called, but it's like a cookie pie kind of thing and a mouse cake. I'm having the mouse cake first. It looks like it's full of 3 layers. It looks really good. Okay, so it tastes really good. It's very like moussey, very light. It almost reminds me of a cake that you would get on holiday. For me, like the texture's not my preference because I prefer something a bit more dense like a cookie, but it's still amazing, and the presentation is insane with that mouse on the top. So really yum. Then this has got plastic around the outside, but I'm just gonna have to make a mess and dig in. Okay, so this is their cookie pie situation. I'm not sure what she called it. I'm gonna have to like Google it, but it's got cookies on the top, and then it looks like it's got loads of different layers of cream and chocolate. Apparently it's really popular. That's really good. That's like really sort of like refreshing. So ratings for this place: taste 9 out of 10, texture 7 out of 10, just because I prefer something more dense. Okay, I'm just going to interrupt here because I feel like I was a little bit too harsh with giving it a 7 out of 10. When you actually think about what the dessert is, the texture is actually really, really good for both of the desserts. Yes, I have a preference in a more dense dessert, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is not supposed to be a dense dessert. So I've changed my rating to a 9 out of 10 because they did nail all the elements and it was like a really good texture and consistency. Maybe not my preference, but it could be your preference. So it's a 9 out of 10. Appearance, 10 out of 10. And overall vibe, a 9.5.
That's a 10, you know. No, genuinely, that's a 10.
10 for what though? Just overall? Taste.
Yeah, for the taste of it, that's a 10. Like, it's fresh, you can tell it's actually like made.
What do you think about the texture?
I don't mind. I'm not really fussy though.
Do you want to try the mouse?
Yeah, it just freaks me out. I saw it and it freaks me out. I don't like it. Okay, maybe I'm fussy about sex, so I don't know. Alright, 3-4 different
layers
of chocolate. I'm gonna try this eyeball. Don't know what an eyeball is. Give it a 7. Because it's fresh and it's nice and other people would like it, but for me, it's just a bit too sweet.
The third place is a cafe called Thoughtfully Cafe in Cleveland Square, just slightly out of the centre. I found their Instagram and was immediately drawn in by their bakes and cakes. It looks like a lot of their bakes are sourced from external suppliers, so obviously each one will be different and some will be better than others. Unfortunately, we did turn up at the wrong time, as when we did, they had limited options, and that cruffin you see is what I really wanted, but it had already been sold. So I was recommended the cheesecake brownie instead. So let's see what I thought. Okay, so this third one is from a cafe called Thoughtfully Cafe. We love a brownie and we love a cheesecake. So let's see what it's like combined. This is looking really dense, quite sticky. It smells quite strange, but let's try it anyway. I kind of like it. I like the brownie bit, but the cheesy bit on the top smells a bit like burnt cheese. And I know that cheesecake doesn't normally taste like cheese, so I'm getting a little slightly weird vibe from it. And I'm always going to be honest with you guys. I'm not so sure, but it's okay. Like, I'd definitely eat it, and it'd probably be nicer with a cup of tea. Okay, ratings. Taste, 7. Texture, a 9 out of 10. It's a good brownie texture. If I had chocolate chips, it'd be a 10. Appearance, for what it is, it's a 9 out of 10. And overall vibe, a 7. But I will explain that in the video. Okay, so I'm not going to lie. In comparison to the other two places, they were a lot more welcoming when I told them that I wanted to feature them in a best desserts place in Liverpool, whereas these guys didn't seem as keen. And I'm always going to be honest with you guys. I want to give you the best recommendations. And I know that this place is a cafe more than a dessert place, but obviously the whole point of this video is just trying to find places that do really good desserts that you can just grab and go. And obviously I'd seen on their Instagram that they do that kind of thing. So I thought I would give it a shot because it looked great. And don't get me wrong, I only obviously tried one thing, so it's really hard to give a full review, and I can't give a full review. But this, again, is about first impressions. And from my first impression, I'm not going to rate it as one of the best places. But it still may be great as a cafe. But for me, as somewhere to grab an amazing dessert, grab and go, I'm not going to put it up there. Okay, so we're going to rate the 3 desserts that we had from best to worst. In my opinion, best at number 1 is, of course, Dumbo. I mean, I'm desperate to finish this, to be honest. Like, I can't stop thinking about it. I love this place so much. It got 10 out of 10s all round. Second, I mean, this is pretty obvious, really, but is the Wake and Kate. And to be honest, the more that I ate of it, the more that I liked it. So I think I may have rated it a little low, but it is really good, and they've got so many options. So I'll be going back there. Third place was Thoughtfully Cafe. Obviously, we're probably not giving it a full round review because I've only tried one of their brownies, but just from overall impression, this is my top 3. This is part 1 of trying to find some of the best dessert places in Liverpool city centre. Stay tuned for part 2 to see if we find anywhere that's better than Dumbo. And I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out and I appreciate it so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye guys!